Hello everyone, welcome to our channel Physics for AP. So we were discussing about the carbon and its compound, and till now what we have discussed is we have discussed about the physical properties of carbon, the versatile nature, that is about hybridization, allotropy, catenation, and the bonds which are the single, double and triple bond. And next we have discussed about the hydrocarbons, and that we have discussed about the saturated and unsaturated hydrocarbons. And then we have discussed about the function groups, and we have discussed about the isomerism, and also we have discussed about the homologous series. So in homologous series, that what we have discussed, it is a series of a carbon compounds in which two successive compounds should be have a difference of CH2 unit. And for alkanes, we can write a series by keeping a formula as Cn H2n plus 2 as n equals to 1 2 3 4. And for alkenes, as CnH2n, we can keep it as starting from 2 as C2H4, so n equals to 2 3 4 and so on. And for alkenes, CnH2n minus 2, so here also we get the n value as n equals to 2 3 4 and so on. And also the general formula for alcohols is CnH2n plus 1 OH, which is the general formula for the alcohols. And today we are going to discuss about the nomenclature, that is the IUPAC, how to give the names for the carbon compounds. So that today we are going to discuss about the nomenclature topic, and it's very interesting. And keep in your mind, be sharp, get ready with your pen, paper, so to give the names for the carbon compounds. So in this we will be having an exercise also here. So what is a nomenclature? So nomenclature is a process by giving a unique name for millions of compounds. So not only for organic compounds, it can be given for inorganic compounds also. So nomenclature, it is a process of giving a unique name for a compounds. So this was designed by nomenclature was designed by the IUPAC, that is the International Union for Pure and Applied Chemistry. So this IUPAC has given a standard process of giving a name to the compounds. So that is said to be called as the nomenclature. So for before giving the names, so we have to follow the specified rules over here. That whereas if we see the numbers, numeral prefix, the secondary prefix, primary prefix, the root word, the numbers, numeral suffix, primary suffix, numbers, and the secondary suffix. So this is what the general which they have given here. So little bit in an easy method. So let's take an easy method. So easy method is what first we have to do is first we need to follow the root word. Root word is nothing but the number of carbons which are present. That is considered to be called as the root word. And next we have the numbers, that is the position, the number position we call it as. And the type of bond, so whether it is a single bond, a double bond, or a triple bond, the type of bond that we need to see. And next is the numerical suffix. So suffix is which comes after the root word, and prefix is which comes before the root word. So remember that the first priority which is given, that should become under the suffix, and the second priority will be gone to the prefix. So suffix is the word which is given the first priority and written after the root word, and prefix is given as the second priority which is written before the root word over here. So we have a numerical, that is the number or what you call the positions, the secondary suffix, the primary suffix. So this is an easy method, easy way to write down the nomenclature method. So before going to that, let us have a quick review about the root word, bonds, functional groups over here. So these are called as root words. So when we have one carbon, so we call it as meth. So that is for one carbon we call it as meth, two carbons we call it as eth, three carbons we call it as prop, and four carbons we call it as but, not but, it is called as but, and five carbons we call it as pent, six carbons we call it as hex, seven as hept, eight carbons oct, 9 carbons non, and 10 carbons at dec, and so on. So 11 carbons, 12, 13, and so on. The root word will be going on continuous. So we'll be doing an examples up to 10 carbons over here. And next, coming to the bonds, that is, if for each and every carbon, that is, if there is a single bond, then it represents the alkane, then we have to write it as ane, ane. And if there is a double bond over here between two carbons, if there is a double bond, then we have to write as ene, as it belongs to alkene group, so we have to write as ene, ene. And when when the carbon has a triple bond between them, then it is said to be called as alkyne, that is yn, alkyne. And coming to the some of the functional groups which are called the prefixes, that which comes before the root word. The chlorine, we should write it as chloro, or fluorine we write it as fluoro, bromine we write it as bromo, for iodine we write it as iodo. And if there is a bond CH3, that is a hydrocarbon is attached with CH3, then we call it as methyl. And if there are two carbons like CH2 CH3 bond with one of the hydrocarbon, and if this is considered as a functional group, then we call it as ethyl. At the same time, 3 carbons we call it as propyl, and 4 carbons we call it as butyl. And what about if there are 5 carbons? Yes, pentyl, hexyl, heptyl. So the process goes on continuous. And if you see here the table, which is the functional group table over here, so the class or a group, the formula, the prefix and the suffix. And if the compound is having a hydrocarbon, that means all are combined with the hydrogens and carbons only, then as there is no prefix, for suffix we have to write the word as letter E should be added to that. E should be added. And coming to the alcohols, we have to write as there is a functional group, the formula OH, and the prefix word we write it as hydroxy, and the suffix we write it as ol, ol. And the aldehydes we write as the formula of the CHO, bond CHO, and the prefix comes as formyl, we call it as formyl, and the suffix we write as al. And carboxylic acid as COOH, the function, this is the formula. There is no prefix, and the suffix we have it as oic acid. Ethers, as we have O and R. R is nothing but a hydrocarbon, so we write it as oxy, and suffix, there is no suffix for the ethers. And coming for esters, bond COOR, so we have a prefix which is called as oxycarbonyl, and when we write the suffix we call it as R carboxylate. R is nothing but the hydrocarbon which is present over here, the name of the hydrocarbon, which is a butane or pentane or whatever it may be, that we represent it as a here R. And coming for ketones, so this is the formula for the ketone, and we write the prefix as oxo, and the suffix will be as one, one. And coming to amines, we have a formula that is NH2, and for prefix we write it as amino, and suffix we write it as amine. And amides, so which has a carbon compound over here, CO, combined with amines, so CONH2, so it can be written as carbamyl, and the suffix will be written as carboxamide. So this is about the functional group, the main functional groups, and these should be memorized. And coming to the priority series, the first priority series should be given for the acids, that is carboxylic acid, COOH, the first priority. And the second priority go for the esters, COOR esters. Third priority as aldehyde, CHO aldehyde. And fourth as ketones. Fifth alcohols. And the last we go for amines. So this is the priority, that is the first priority will be go for the suffix, and the second priority which we having is will go for the prefix. For example, in a compound I have a carboxylic acid COOH and as well as aldehyde, both in a structure. So the first prefix should be, first priority should be go for COOH. So this COOH, as we have a suffix called oic acid, so this oic acid will be written in the suffix, and the aldehyde will be considered as a prefix. So prefix we have for aldehydes as formyl, so formyl will go for the prefix, that is before the root word over here. So better to pause the video and better to write all this, so this will be easy for you to memorize, to write down the nomenclature of the carbon compounds or to draw the structure of a carbon compound. It's very important over here. So a picture will be given you, a full picture will be, as this cannot be fit to the screen, so the full picture screen will be adjusted and shown to you. So better to pause the video and note down all these important points over here. So let's move on to the example structures of compound over here. So as I told you, so keep the sheet behind beside you. So without this sheet it will be very difficult for you to answer the exercise over here. So better to keep this sheet near to you and to answer the carbon compounds which we are going on now. So let's take an first example, that is CH3 bond CH2 bond CH2 bond CH3. So let's take an example over here. So a small example, let's start from the smaller one. And here when you are writing, when we want to write the name of the carbon compound, first you need to give the numbers, that is the priority number over here. So as there are no functional group, all are the hydrocarbons, so you can start giving the numbers from any of the side. So from any of the side you can start giving the numbers. So you can start giving from here or from left side or from right side, that is your wish. So I'll be giving here the number as 1 2 3 4. So numbers has been finished. The first thing is see that whether there is any functional group and start giving the priority numbers from there. So that example also will be going on. So as 1 2 3 4, so 4 carbons are there. So if there are 4 carbons, what is the root word for the 4 carbons? As for the 4 carbons we have but over here, so we will write it as but. First word as root word, which is called as but, plus. And the second thing that you need to see is, see the bonds between each and every carbons. So for these 2 carbons we have a single bond, for this single bond, for this single bond. So all are single bonds over here. So when there is a single bond, then we have to write it as an, or we should call it as an. And next, see that whether all are the hydrocarbons. Hydrocarbons mean that it should present only the carbons and hydrogens only. So only carbons and hydrogens are present, so we should write the suffix word as E, as if you see in the table. So we have a hydrocarbon, so hydrocarbon we have to write the suffix as E. Now if you combine these 3, you will get as butane. So butane is the name of the given carbon compound over here. So let's go on for the another example. So let's go on for the another example. CH3 CH bond CH3 bond CH3. So here we have another carbon compound. So this time we have a functional group, as down it has been attached over here, so we call this as a functional group. So we have a functional group over here. So before going there, see, give the number system. So wherever we have the long chain, the long chain should be considered as the main theme over here. That is 1 2 3 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. So wherever you go, then you get the same compounds as 1 2 3. So 1 2 3. So all are same. Where when you give the numbers to the compounds over here, it is same over here, and this is considered as the functional group over here. So this is the functional group. So as how many carbons we have here, first what we have to do is we have to write the root word. So the root word is as we have 3 carbons, so the root word is 3, that is prop, P-R-O-P, prop. Next, what is the second thing? Yes, the bonds, that is for one carbon to another carbon, see that whether we have a single bond or double bond or triple bond. As usual, we have single bond over here, so we have to write it as N. And in this chain system, forget about this, in this chain system, can you see any other atoms other than carbon and hydrogens? No, all are hydrogens and carbons only, so we have to write it as E. So what is the overall? Propane. But still we didn't finish the nomenclature, giving the name. Why? Because here we have a functional group and that functional group should be given as a name. So as you see here, the suffix is been given. As the suffix is been completed, whatever the number, the things which we have, that will be fall under the prefix. So we have a CH3 function group over here, which is in the position which we call the numerical 2. So at as CH3 we have a functional group, then what we call it as methyl. So we call it as methyl, and it's having a numerical number 2. That's at the second position we have a CH3 methyl group. So what we have to write is 2 hyphen methyl. Now if you combine everything, then what we get is 2 methyl propane. So this is the name of the carbon compound which we get here. So let's move on to another example, some of the other examples here. So we are starting from the basics, from the small level basics we are going. Later on we will be going on to the bigger one as the difficulty thing that will be going. So let's take another example with a double bond. Let's have an example with a double bond over here. So CH3 CH2 bond CH, double bond CH2. So here we have a carbon compound. So first of all, what we have to do is we have to start giving the number. So number should be start from left or from right. So here the problem is when you are giving the number, see that whether there is a bond. Here we have a double bond over here. So when compared to a single bond, the first priority should be go for the double bond, and if there is another triple bond over here, then the first priority should be go for the triple bond only. So that we will be having an example. So the number system should be start from where we have the double bond. From there we have to give the number system, that is here 1 2 3 and 4. So we have 4 carbons over here. That number system should start from here. So at first position we have a double bond, second position, third and fourth. Now how many carbons do we have here? 1 2 3 4. 4 means that is we have to write as but plus what is the bond we have? We don't have a single bond, so we have a double bond over here. So as there is a double bond, so we have to write as in, in. So that in is present in the first position, so we write it as 1 hyphen in plus. So all are the hydrocarbons, only carbons and hydrogens are present, so we write it as E. So when you combine, we get as but hyphen 1 hyphen in, or otherwise you can write it as butene, 1 butene. That means at first position we have a double bond which is called as 1 butene. So we can write it. For example, if it is present in the second over here, like example, if we have CH3 bond CH, double bond CH, bond CH3. So 1 2 3 4, right. So here we have 1 2 3 4, yeah. So here we have a double bond which is present in the middle, and when you give the number system 1 2, 3, 4. At second position we have double bond. Coming from left side or right side, 1, 2, 3, 4. So at second position also we have a double bond. So we can give the number at any side, as both sides we are getting the equal numbers. So here we have 4 carbons. So 4 carbons we write it as but hyphen, and second position we have a double bond. So 2 hyphen, the double bond we should write it as ene, and all our hydrocarbons we can write it as E, or otherwise you can write it as 2 butene. Why? Because at second position we have double bond, so we can write it as 2 butene. 2 butene. So this is the way how to give the names when the bonds are present. So let's see what happened if we have a triple bond over here. So when we have a triple bond like CH3 bond CH2 bond CH2 bond C triple bond CH. So remember that whenever they give the structure, see that each carbon should consist of 4 bonds over here. See, a carbon has 3 hydrogens and 1 bond here, that is 4. Here for this carbon 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 hydrogens. 1, 2, 2 hydrogens, 4. For this carbon here 1 and here triple bond, total 4. And for this carbon here we have 3 and plus 1 hydrogen, so total 4. Now where we have to give the number system. So where we have the triple bond, that from on that side we have to give the number system. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So if we have 5 carbons, what we have to write as the root word? Yes, we have to write it as pent hyphen. At first position we have a triple bond, so we have to write as 1 hyphen. So the triple bond we can write it as YN. So YN is the suffix for that bond, so we write it as YN, and all are the hydrocarbons, so we write it as E. Or in other case we can write it as 1 pentyne, so we can write it as 1 pentyne. Or other example, if it is in its second position over here, for example the same hydrocarbon, if it is in the second position, bond CH3, and little adjustment here, so here we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So here we have another one which is having a triple bond in the second position. So in this case what we have to do as usual, so pent hyphen 2, as it is in the second position, hyphen, so we have triple bond YN and having a hydrocarbon as E, so we can write it as 2 pentyne. So 2 pentyne, so we can write it as 2. So if we have a double bond and triple bond, so let us see if we have CH double bond C H bond CH2 bond C triple bond C bond CH3. For example, this is a compound, so here we have a double bond and a triple bond. So on this side we have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So here we have a hydrocarbon, so in which we have a double bond and triple bond, and as well as single bond also. Now here the number system should start from left or from right. As if you see here we have a double bond in the first position, and here we have triple bond in the second position, 1, 2, 1, 2, second position. So which one should be considered? As I told you before, the first priority should be go for the triple bond. So wherever the number is, forget about it, the first priority should go for the triple bond. When you compare the bonds, that is triple bond, a double bond, a single bond, the first priority should go for the triple bond here. So the number starts from here: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. That means we have a double bond at the 5th position and we have a triple bond in second position. Now how we have to write the name, the IUPAC names over here. So as we have 6 carbons, so we have to write it as hex hyphen. Coming to the bonds, so at second position we have a triple bond which is called ine hyphen ine comma, and at 5th position we have a double bond over here. So at 5th position we have a double bond, so we can write it as 5 hyphen double bond, so we have ene, and all are the hydrocarbons, so we write it as E. So this is the name of the hydrocarbon which we have here, that is hex 2 ine 5 ene. So this is the name of the hydrocarbon which we have here, hex 2 ine. At second position, so we have triple bond ine, and 5th position we have a double bond ene, and all are the hydrocarbons, so we write it as E. So this is about the how to give a name to a compounds when we have a single bond, double bond and a triple bond. So in this, the first priority should go for the triple bond, then next priority go for double bond, then last is the single bond over here. In case of bonds, the first you have to see the triple bond, second you have to see the double bond, then goes for the single bond over here. Now let's move on to the another example. So today we in this video we will go for the simple one, then the complex compounds will be go for the next episode. We have a next episode with this. So CH3 bond CH bond CH2 bond CH2, here Cl chlorine. So here we have a hydrocarbon, so CH3 CH CH2 CH3 and Cl chlorine. Now first thing is we have to give the number system. So the number system should start from where? 1, 2, 3, 4. That is the functional group. Here we have will go for the second place, that is 1, 2, 3 and 4. In other case we can come right from here 1, 2, 3, 4. Now which is considered as the correct one? As if you see, the functional group has the second position in one row and third position in the second last one. So which is to be considered? The lowest, the functional group which has the lowest number, that should be considered as the number system here. So in the first case we have second position as chlorine, and in this way we have third position as chlorine. So which is the lowest one? 2 is the lowest one, so we have to take it as the first number system but not the down one. Now as we have 4 carbons here, so 4 carbons we write it as but, and then all the hydrocarbons have a single bond over here. So as all they have the single bond, so we write it as ane, and the compounds which are present in this chain system, all are the hydrocarbons, that is carbons and hydrogen, so we write it as E, butane. And when coming to the functional group, so this functional group will go on to the prefix part. So as it is in the second position, so we write it as 2-chlorobutane. So 2-chlorobutane is the IUPAC name for the given carbon compound. For example, if there is another chlorine over here, like example, for the same carbon compound, the same structure, if I design like this, CH3 CH CH CH3, here we have a chlorine and here we have another chlorine. Now here the number system, it can be start from anywhere. Why? Because both are chlorine. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can write it as 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 carbons are there, so we write it as but. All are single bonds, so we write it as N, and all are the hydrocarbons, so we write it as E. And coming to the prefix part, so when we come to the prefix part, at second position we have chlorine, and third position also we have a chlorine. So at this kind of situations, what we have to write is, here the numbers we write it as 2, 3, as the two positions have a chlorine, so 2, 3. So if there are two same kinds of a functional groups, then we have to write it as di. If there are 3, we write it as tri. If there are 4, we write it as tetra, and so on. So as there are two kinds of functional groups, over here, so we write it as 2, 3 hyphen di chlorobutane. So 2, 3 dichlorobutane. So whenever there are two types of chlorine, so we write as 2, 3 dichlorobutane. Is it clear now? So see that whether there is a functional group chlorine, and give the number system. So when you complete the giving the number system, write the root word, write the bond, write the suffix, then go for the prefix. Whatever the functional groups we have, write down the prefix over here. Now let's go for another example with the main functional groups over here. The main functional groups, that if we take as CH3, CH2, CH2, CHO. So here we have a functional group. So here we have CH3, CH2, CH2, CHO. So here we have to give the number system from left or from right, that we have to see. As we have a CHO, which is a functional group called aldehyde, so the number system should be start from the functional group. As we have only one functional group over here, so we have to start giving the number system where we have the functional group. So here we have the functional group along with the consisting of carbon, so we write it as 1, 2, 3 and 4. So as 4 carbons are present, so we write the root word as but, and all the bonds which we have as a single bond as N. And if we see here the aldehyde, so aldehyde we have to write that in the suffix form, that is the aldehyde suffix we have as Al. Now what we call the name is butanol, so that is butan, butanol. So butanol is the name of the compound which we have over here. And at the same time, CH3 bond CH2 bond COOH. So here also we have another example in which we have a functional group of COOH, which is the carboxylic acid. So 1, 2, 3. So the number system starts from where we have a functional group over here. So we have a functional group here, 1, 2 and 3. So 3 carbons are there, so we write it as prop, and we have a single bonds over here which is N, and COOH, which is carboxylic acid. So the suffix for the carboxylic acid is oic acid. Now what is the name of the compound which we here is propanoic acid. So propanoic acid is the name of the compound which we have here. And another example for alcohol, let's take an example for alcohol. Let's take an example for alcohol. CH3 CH2 bond CH2 bond OH. So can you tell me the difference between the first and the second which I have written over here? Is there any difference? Yes, here we have a carbon, but here we don't have a carbon. Here it is a aldehyde group, as here we don't have a carbon, so it is a alcohol group, alcohol functional group. Now where we have to start giving the number system. So where is the functional group starts, from there we have to give the number system, that is the functional group is on the right side, so we have to start giving the number from right. But as here we don't have a carbon, so as there is no carbon over here, we should not give the number system for that function group, as it is a functional group. If there is a carbon, then definitely you have to give the numbers over here, but here there is no carbon, so we should not give the number. Then go for the next, and from here the number starts as 1, 2 and 3. So 3 carbons we have here, so 3 carbons, we call it as prop, and here we have a single bond which is called as ane, and the functional group which we have as the alcohol. So the alcohol, we have a functional group which is the suffix, we have ol, ol, so which is called as propanol. Propanol is the name of the hydrocarbon which we have here. So that is the main difference between these two. So as here we have a carbon, so it becomes as butanol, which has an aldehyde, and here we don't have a carbon, as it has been converted into alcohol, so it has came in as propanol. So there is don't get confused with the, while giving the number system, see that whether there is a carbon present or not. So let's go for the final example, and next episode we will be having a complex examples over here, complex examples that we will be seeing here. Let's go for the easy one, which is the next one. So CH3 bond CH bond CHO bond COOH. So here we have a hydrocarbon with the 2 functional groups as aldehyde and carboxylic acid. So here we should start giving the number for the first priority. So the first priority which we goes for the carboxylic acid. Why? Because if you see the priority series, so in the priority series first we have to give for the acid. So when compared to aldehyde, first priority should be given for the acid. So we have to give the first priority for the acid. So here we start giving the number as 1, 2 and 3. Then what about the position of the aldehyde? So aldehyde will be considered as the functional group which will go for the prefix part, and the carboxylic acid which we have will come under the suffix part over here. So as 1, 2, 3, as we have 3 carbons over here, so we write as prop, and all other single bonds we write it as ane, and COOH, which is a carboxylic acid, the suffix we write it as oic acid, and CHO is the functional group which is aldehyde, which is present in the second position, so we write it as 2. Now the prefix for the aldehyde, so the prefix for the aldehyde we write it as formyl. Now the complete name of this compound is 2-formyl propanoic acid. So at second position 2-formyl prop, 1, 2, 3 prop and oic acid. So this is the last example, and the complex examples will be explained in the next episode. So regarding any doubts in this nomenclature, or if you have your own nomenclature, down my email ID has been given, so you can mail me, so your doubts will be clarified as soon as possible. Now thank you for your time. Thank you for watching the video. Subscribe the channel and click the like button. Give your valuable comments over here. Thank you very much.